Fire Spirit Cookie wasn't your typical hero. He didn't crave glory or fame. He didn't dream of grand adventures. All he wanted was to be left alone with his fiery thoughts. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. He was the guardian of the land of fire and flames, whether he liked it or not. He possessed immense power, a raging inferno contained within a crispy cookie shell. His every step sent sparks flying, his every breath a blast of searing heat. But he carried this burden with a weary sigh, a flickering flame of resentment burning in his eyes. He wished he could simply let the world burn. He wanted to dance among the embers and watch the world turn to ash. But deep down, beneath the layers of cynicism and boredom, a spark of duty remained. He was bound to protect this land, no matter how much he loathed the responsibility. The land of fire and flames was a place of extremes. Volcanoes erupted, spewing molten lava across the scorched earth. Rivers of fire flowed through canyons of obsidian, their heat shimmering in the air. It was a dangerous, unforgiving land, yet it possessed a raw, untamed beauty that was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. This was Fire Spirit Cookie's domain. He knew every fiery crevice, every molten river, every smouldering crater. He was as much a part of this land as the volcanoes and the flames. It was in his dough, in the very essence of his being. These flames were his to command. He could summon firestorms with a flick of his wrist, incinerate his enemies with a fiery gaze. But he rarely did. He preferred to observe, to watch the flames dance and flicker, a bored spectator in his own fiery realm. A new threat had emerged, a chilling whisper that sent shivers even through the heart of a fiery being like Fire Spirit Cookie. Agar Cookie, they called her. A being of pure, insatiable hunger, she craved life energy, devouring the very essence of her victims. Her powers were as strange as they were terrifying. She could drain the strength of her opponents, leaving them withered husks. Even the mighty Frost Queen Cookie, ruler of the frozen wastes, had fallen to Agar's insidious power, her icy heart, now a frozen lump. News of Frost Queen Cookie's defeat reached Fire Spirit Cookie in a whirlwind of panicked whispers. He felt a flicker of something akin to concern. He didn't care much for the Frost Queen, with her icy stare and frosty demeanor. But her defeat meant that Agar Cookie was a threat he couldn't ignore. The air crackled with anticipation as Fire Spirit Cookie stood before Agar Cookie. The ground trembled, caught between the searing heat of his presence and the chilling aura of his opponent. This was a battle for the ages, a clash between fire and darkness, between a reluctant guardian and a relentless destroyer. Agar Cookie moved with an eerie grace, her eyes glowing with an unsettling hunger. Tendrils of dark energy snaked around her, eager to drain the life force of their next victim. She had come for Fire Spirit Cookie's power, for the raw, untamed energy that blazed within him. He met her gaze with a bored indifference, a flicker of annoyance dancing in his eyes. He didn't want to fight, but he knew he had to. This creature threatened the very balance of the world, and he, as much as he hated to admit it, was responsible for maintaining that balance.